Hey, so we're talking about OCD in this video, and I have to preface this by saying that at the 8-minute mark, I go to use my headphones because there's distractions, as there so often is in my fucking universe. And I go to put on the headphones, and the headphones cut out my microphone at 8 minutes. And when I tell you, this is the most difficult video I've ever had to edit because the OCD makes me want to scrap it because you are all going to unsubscribe at the 8-minute mark. There's no way people are going to keep watching. I cannot cope. I am sweating. It took every ounce of everything I have got in me to just finish editing this. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys and to explain how OCD actually really and truly shows up in all of my shit. In all of my shit. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. I don't film content. I don't post content. Well, I'm not like all the other creators out there, and I didn't say this right, and I should have said that way, and the audio and the video and the noise and the neighbors and can you hear my husband in the kitchen, and can you hear my dog, and is the saliva swooshing around in my mouth? Can you guys hear that? And I have a lot of anxiety around that because I know, and I even say it in this video, how important audio actually is. And I just need to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that I did finish editing this video. I made it all the way through. God bless the captions. That was a struggle. That was really hard, and that's the first time ever, I think, that I haven't scrapped a video for bad audio. If we were like one being totally fine and totally calm and zen and chill, and 100 being I think I might be on fire, that was like a 95. That was like a 95. That was like I want to take off the sweatshirt, but for sensory reasons, I want the weight of the sweatshirt. And I'm going to open my window all the way now and get to work on other stuff. But that really sucked. And if you are also struggling with OCD in the way that I am, even in the way that you are, whatever that looks like for you, like I see you. I see you. This video, we're just going to be talking about the course that I'm currently in. I'm going to leave it to past Courtney to take it away and roll with it. I hope I haven't scared you away. This is an important topic of conversation. The experience as an autistic person for me so far has been a little bit interesting with this, and I get into all of that. Take it away, past Courtney. Good luck to you. Here we go. You know, speaking of OCD, right? Something that I do absolutely religiously is before I record anything, I will like puff into the microphone and then check to make sure the microphone's actually working, and I can't not do it. So I should probably write that down on the list of the fucking I will implode, like I will like start sweating, like I can't, like thinking that the microphone's not working, like I even like check periodically. I usually cut that out of the video so you can't see me doing it. This is Bert. Bert is my emotional support Triceratops plush that comes with me basically everywhere. And yeah, I'm Courtney, and I was diagnosed autistic at age 35. There's a video, it's linked somewhere. You're resourceful, I'm sure you'll find it. So I'm in an OCD clinic right now. Now I can't talk about the particulars of the group that I'm in, but I can talk about a little bit of my experience as it pertains strictly to me. And it's a really interesting thing. So if you've been around, you know that I did a gratitude, what was it called? Mindfulness. It was a mindfulness clinic. And then I also did cognitive behavioral therapy, which was a whole other boy. They both had there was value there. Okay. There was absolutely value there. Neither of those two courses were specifically designed with the autistic brain in mind, like not even close, like not even remotely. The amount of extra thinking and extra work and extra time that I had to put in to make stuff make sense for me, and the amount of distress it actually caused me when I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, what do you literally, what do you mean? Like, I don't know how to take this. Like, what are you trying to say to me? And I'm finding it's much of the same in this group that I'm in right now. But now that I've had like practice at being like, that's meant for me, that's not meant for me. And that's meant for me, and that's definitely not meant for me. And that's not meant for me, but I have a workaround. So I think that even looking further back now, and I do think sometimes I'm a little frustrated at the experience that I had in those two previous clinics, but now I realize that the long-term effects of having pushed through, it was worth it in the long run. There's a lot of other videos I've talked about, all kinds of stuff on my channel about this experience. And OCD is something that I've struggled with most of my life, and it is, in some instances, pretty, like, treacherous, like, pretty bad. Like, some of the things that I deal with, I don't even know how I get through them, but I do. I don't know how. And then today we were talking about how we're going to be setting up exposures for ourselves, because this is how you deal with this, apparently. Cognitive behavioral therapy and exposures to the things that cause you the problems. And I'm having a lot of really interesting experiences with this, because as I'm writing stuff down, when you write it down, like, it takes me out of the moment a little bit, in the essence that, like, I can reasonably comprehend that if I've locked my truck and I've checked that I've locked my truck and I leave my truck is still locked. Like, when I write that down, even when I say it out loud, but, like, is it though? In the moment, is it though? Like, I gotta check it. Are you sure? Are you sure? Were you awake? Were you paying attention? Were you looking at the remote? Did you check all the doors? Did you kiss the car goodbye? Did you? It's a lot. It's a lot. But when you're writing it down on paper and they're like, oh, we need you to assign, like, a value of discomfort to this. SUDS, I think is what it's called. And I'm like, well, right now it feels like the stupidest thing in the world. Realistically, this is something that I struggle with a lot. Like, once upon a time, okay, my door locking, I have some systems in place now for just pushing through the madness. When I was living by myself for a period of time in my 20s, and I had to leave my apartment and to go to work, and I wasn't really with it that morning, and I hadn't really been paying the most attention. And now I have left a door, okay, I was like a teenager or something, and I left a door unlocked, like, one fucking time in my life. I've left a door unlocked, okay? By accident. Nothing fucking happened. It was right? But then okay. I made it all the way down to the SkyTrain station. Had been panicking the whole way. I should have just turned around when I was halfway, because I used to live on this hill that was like, heaven help me. So I had to walk all the way back up the hill. Check. I had locked the door. And then, oh yeah, that was fantastic. That made me, like, I don't know, 20 minutes to a half an hour late for work that day. That was really solid. Made me feel really good about myself. At the time, I hadn't really thought, like, that this was a thing that you could get help for. Really? Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, people are always like, oh, OCD, oh, ha, 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 I have to have everything straight on my desk. Or like, oh, I'm so OCD about this and this and this. I'm like, oh, yeah? 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 The, like, distress and the compulsions and the things that it causes in me. You guys have seen it. I caught it on a video, the armpit thing that happens where I have to, if I flex on one side now, I'm gonna make myself do it. That's lovely. Whatever. And I caught it on video, and, like, I have to do, and it lasts a very long time. Like, I gave myself not an ear infection per se, but I basically cleaned my ears raw. And I had to go to the doctor. I'm like, there's something wrong with my ears. And she's like, you think? Like, are you okay? Like, what are you doing to your ears? I'm like, well, like, they feel a certain way. Like, I have to clean them a certain way. Like, send help, please. Because, like, what in the actual? Anyway, so I have this list, right? Like, I have a whole ass fucking binder here. I printed off the book. I've got my notebooks. I've got all my notes. I've got everything. And I'm just trying to cruise along with this as best as I can. And when stuff comes up and I don't really know how to, I'm just going to, just 1 second, please. And there's leaf blowers going today. I'm loving this for me. This is fantastic. It's like, don't ever try and record or film anything ever, Courtney. Like, we wouldn't want you to be productive in any way, shape, or form, or share your story or anything. I really, like, encourage you, when you're looking at apartments or houses, like, just drive by, like, on a fucking Wednesday at I don't know, noon, and see what kind of noises happen. in your neighborhood. Just do that, you know? Because if I had known the sheer volume of idiots with leaf blowers in this neighborhood, oh my Lanta. Like, I really would not have. Do you know? Like, I really would not have. Like, it's absolutely horrible. Anyways. But my OCD filters into so many aspects. I have headphones. Why am I not wearing the fucking headphones? Hey, let's make that happen, shall we? And now I have to wait for them to connect. Are you finished? You finished connecting? Yeah? Okay. The irony of my stupid ass headphones disconnecting my microphone is really not lost on me. And I'm about to talk about why I don't film content, and it's shit like this. Shit like this that happens that triggers my OCD so bad. So you know what? We're pushing through. I'm going to finish editing this video and I'm going to share it. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it and watch it. I'm sorry that the audio is going to be weird from here on out. I made it 8 minutes in, decided to use one of my accommodations, and it cut off my microphone. When I tell you, stuff like that only reinforces the insanity, but we are pushing through because the universe can bite me. Okay, continuing on. But the OCD leaches into every part of my life. It's also in part why I'll go through phases where I just can't film content. It's how I've been combating that is I do things like I let myself show up like this now on the internet, right? Like I've got eyebrows on today. I don't have I have basically no eyebrow. I've got like 4 hairs, so I got to brush them on every morning. And if I want to have eyebrows that day, but yeah, I used to be like a fanatic about this. I had to have the hair done right. I had to have the makeup done right. I had to have the shirt, the outfit, the lighting, the da. In reality, the most important thing that matters to you fine people is actually my audio. And as long as my audio is mostly okay, which thankfully this has been a good little setup. This is the DJI Mic Mini, I think. Where the fuck are you? Oi. And it comes in this sick little case. Love that for me. So as long as I have decent enough audio, who really cares what I look like? Because you don't care. You're doing you. You do you. Let me do me. It's fantastic. But that was another thing I used to struggle with. Like I wouldn't film a video and I would panic, and the resulting meltdown was just overwhelmingly insane. Like not being able to have things just be so. And there is like an element of like trauma that created this response that I have. And doing further reading and like research, and I can't like quote anything or provide any of my sources just yet. This is just like based off of a preliminary fly through, and seeing that like people with the sensory sensitivities are maybe experiencing OCD in a different or more kind of a way. That's a sentence, I'm sure, right? And I have so many like more questions about that now. Like I would like to look into this further because again, this group is not centered around people with the autism, okay? And we are out there and struggling with OCD just like everybody else. And I can't stand it. Some of the things that I'm not able to do or some of the things that I struggle with are extreme. And I really wish that they weren't. But it's like my sensory sensitivities. It's like having to ask my husband not to be puttering and doing when I'm recording a video because I can't filter it out. I can't filter it out. I hear it. I have to wear headphones. And I forgot in the moment that I've got headphones to wear. But I've got headphones and I can wear headphones to help. But it's not something I can change. So while I'm dealing with like some of the notes that I had to make today, just to make this like really clear for myself, I had made a note saying this is causing me a bit of distress in some of the wording, because some of the way that they word things just makes it sound like I know that it's not true, because I'm also not gonna not allow myself my tools, my fidgets, my stimming, my headphones, my sunglasses, my hat, whatever. Like that isn't, do you see what the problem is here? Like separating what is like an autistic coping strategy for sensory sensitivities versus something that I do that's a compulsion that is more specifically related to OCD. I have to do a lot of like extra legwork to figure that out. Yeah, so recognizing what is autism versus OCD, like, and what's the overlap. And then I just made a big note to myself because it was like, I'm not going to interrupt the whole group to say this, though maybe it would be beneficial to others in the group. I don't know. It's not like we all announced it. I did. I was like, yeah, as an autistic person, da-da-da-da-da, because there's a compulsion for you. I feel the need. I'm in one of these groups. You have to know who you're dealing with. You have to know who you're dealing with, okay? I said, I won't be giving up my tools, but rather I'd like to give up the compulsions I have. Like in the instances where like it's not autism related that I need to kiss my car goodbye or say goodbye to people in a very specific way out of fear that they're going to disappear out of my life or I'm never going to see them again. Or how I deal with chicken. Now, like cooking, this is maybe possibly a trigger. I'm going to be discussing raw chicken. So hopefully that didn't just absolutely ick you out. I will keep it as minimal as possible. I don't like the texture of raw chicken. Like I don't like to touch it. So I do wear gloves when I'm handling raw chicken and raw meats, just generally speaking. But I also wear them because I cannot contaminate myself with raw chicken. And I don't cook raw chicken. Like I can't even remember the last time I was probably like 2-3 years ago. Honestly, I just don't do it. I can't contain the juices, I can't contain it, and it makes me like even just talking about it makes me feel like now it is out there now. Like somehow it's going to be on the counters, it's going to be out there, and it is so extreme. So I need to find a way to, I still don't want to touch the chicken because I don't like the it is the slimy, slippery, like I just don't, that is bad. It's like, hey, how about I just touch velvet? Okay, crushed velvet, let's do that. Microfiber? No. So I don't want to do that. But then I also want to manage the rest of it. Like the insane compulsion I have to clear all of the counters before, clean everything, even if it was like not even in the area because there's a splash zone according to my brain. And that's the kind of stuff that I want to manage and handle. And it's just so interesting. Like I feel like the struggle that I have to break this stuff down, autism versus OCD, and then where is there going to be an overlap and how am I going to manage that moving forward? How much of this is this like that I can actually work on, and how much actual distress is this going to cause me? Because like is like now even the best time to be dealing with this stuff? Like when you're still recovering from pretty extreme burnout, like is now the best time to be doing this? I don't really know. But you know, I want to make progress because it causes me a lot of distress in my life. Like even seeing people cook chicken or any kind of raw meat for that matter, but mostly chicken. Chicken is like the devil. I don't honestly. I love to eat chicken. And my main source of protein is chicken strips. That are pre-cooked, by the way. So I could technically just eat them right out of the freezer. I wouldn't do that because yuck. But look, like I'm going to bring you guys with a little bit on this journey and maybe share some of what I'm experiencing. I would like to take this opportunity to ask you to hop into my comment section if you feel safe to do so. OCD is a hard thing for a lot of people to talk about, and I absolutely recognize that. I ask you guys specifically because many of you also struggle with, you experience your autism. And if you do also experience OCD, I would be curious how that has been like unique to you. A little bit of your experience, only if you feel safe. There's no pressure. If you just want to tell me what you had for lunch, like that's cool too. Or like, you know, your dog's name or something, or what your dog had for lunch, or like I don't know, it doesn't have to be anything serious, just like shoot the shit in the comment section. Like I love it. But it's intriguing because I don't feel like I have as many people who have that like dual situation happening, and I don't want to really push to bring it up in the group because I also don't really love to be the center of like attention when it comes to like, I don't really need the beacon, the spotlight. Like I don't really want it, I don't really need it. But then I'm also like, oh, should I though? Because what if somebody else in the group just hasn't said anything for the exact same reason but is also struggling with what I'm struggling with, do you know? Anyways, Bert is a huge comfort. This is literally where Bert lives. When I'm in these meetings, he just lives in my shirt. I don't know what everybody thinks of him, and I don't really care. He is my little comfort buddy. He makes it all possible. He takes his little ducky boots off when he's hanging out. I'm telling you, if this is something that even sparks a little bit of intrigue and you're like, oh, well, like, Courtney carries a plush toy everywhere, maybe I should try that. Like, you really fucking should. Like, no joke, he makes a substantial difference in my life. You fucking call it childish if you have to, if that's what helps you sleep at night. Fine. For me, this was a huge deal. This is a huge deal because not only is he so, like, plush and soft and just, he's friend-shaped. That's very important. You gotta find one that's friend-shaped. But he's a fucking triceratops. Like, let's go, baby. Right? Oh, God. You know, the OCD even spills over into that game. Like, I really love me a spreadsheet, okay? I really love me a spreadsheet, but I have a really hard time playing that game without my character spreadsheet open, without all of the details and all of the things, like, accessible. So there's more, like, things that I haven't even thought of that I could probably add to the OCD list. We have to make, like, these hierarchies, right? And you have to break them down by, like, what's the least distressful up to the most distressful, so that you can further break these things down so you can actually create, like, an exposure scenario for yourself and actually work on these things. So I feel like there's more and more that I could add, because I think some of the fun that I lose in participating in some of the activities that I do also comes from this need, this perfection, this need to get things, like, done right. And it has to be perfect, because if it can't be perfect, then what's the point? Like, I don't know. And it spills over into just everything. It's so icky and so sticky, and now I'm thinking about it too hard. Anyways, enough rambling. I love you guys. I am going to bring you along on this journey, so expect, like, a couple more videos. Maybe we'll chat about this periodically. I didn't get as much of an opportunity to speak in group today, like, in the group today. I got horribly cut off, which really, like, we just ran out of time, and I was the last person to go, and in our little, like, breakout, whatever, and I was like, oh shit, 10 seconds is not enough time to all of the stuff that I want to say. But like, for the most part, I feel like I'm getting it, and I feel like I'm comprehending, even though it's taking me a little bit of an extra workaround step to look at how fucking cute he is. Look at this. Look at that. Come on. Okay, you just, oh man, Bert. And he's purple too. You can't really tell, but he's like a gray and a purple, and it's just everything. It's freaking everything. Okay. I don't know. I got distracted by Bert. I don't know what I was saying now. But yeah, thanks for being on this journey with me. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Comment, like, subscribe, the works, whatever you got. Just to keep coming along for the ride. And that's it. I look forward to catching you all in the next one. Bye for now.